So I'm not a very interesting person. I just spat everywhere. I'm not going to lie. You know when people ask you, what are your hobbies? And I'm like, oh, I don't have, what do you do in your spare time? See, because I usually just lie there and think about how my life sucks and how I have no friends. And I haven't been really productive recently. I keep spitting everywhere, what the fuck? And by recently, I mean for the last 15 years. So not all my life, because the first 3 months of my life were pretty productive, so shut up. I was good as a baby. I would cry and not be able to sleep and wake my mom up, and she would have to go to the doctor, and the doctor told her to not feed me with her booby milk. I don't know why I said that. Booby juice. That's worse. The doctors would say, don't feed her, just let her cry until she falls asleep. And I still have sleep problems to this day. If I don't have a sleeping disorder at this point, I'm concerned because then there's no explanation. So I have no friends. Now, usually when people say they have no friends, what they mean is they only have 10 best friends, 50 friends, and 100 acquaintances, and that's just not enough for them. And when I say I have no friends, I mean I have two kind of friends. They hate each other. Well, hate is a strong, history. And it's not like I can just invite them for a sleepover. And that's not just because of COVID-19. Not getting into this, it's complicated. So I don't have friends, and that's mostly because of my trauma and I can't speak to people. But yesterday I came to the epiphany that, wow, what a big word. I'm a very not interesting person. I don't have hobbies. I don't know what I like to do because I just lie there being sad. In my spare time, I watch Netflix. And that's not a hobby. Actually, is it? What's the definition of a hobby? Let me look it up. An activity done regularly in one's leisure's time for pleasure. Okay, but is watching things on YouTube an activity? What's the definition of an activity? I don't know where this video is going. The condition in which things are happening or being done. Well, technically watching YouTube's a thing, and it is happening and being done. So technically, yes, I do have hobbies, but it doesn't count because I've decided it doesn't count. I find it hard to get into anything. It's a lot of effort to even start watching a show for me. And the fact that it's an effort to start watching a show, that doesn't really bode well for me if it takes effort to watch a show. I've never really been up with the kids. What? When everyone was watching Stranger Things, I didn't because I don't have Netflix, that's the main part. But my friend offered fully to give me her password. It got to me 5 seconds ago being like, I don't have friends. This was 3 years ago. And I never watched 13 Reasons Why when it came out. And I never watched Sex Education when it came out because it's a lot of effort for me. I'm that lazy that it's effort to get into a show. If someone recommends me something to watch or someone recommends me some music to listen to, I won't do it because it's too much effort to get into. Am I really that lazy that I won't open up my computer, type in a show, sit there and watch it? All I have to do is sit there. I'm the last person to watch The Office. I finished The Office, I'm watching it again. I'm on season 4, episode 8, and I only know that because it's on my screen right now. I don't know why it took me fucking 3 years to get into it, because it's my favourite show now, which is the most basic opinion, but still. I watched 13 Reasons Why a few months ago because I was like, you know what, I might as well get it done with and see what everyone was doing 2 years ago. It was shit. And I'm watching Sex Education now. I have 1 episode left from season 2, and I mean, it's okay. I think I have low standards, but then everything I watch I don't like. So maybe I have high standards, but I really can't afford to be having high standards. But that's just shows. Also music, I never listen to things people tell me to listen to because it's effort for me. I've stuck to like listening to Panic at the Disco. I did actually get into Billie Eilish, look. But it took me a long time to do that too. And Melanie Martinez, but that's something I've been with since year 6. My friend, she told me she was listening to Youngblood, and I decided to actually for once stop being a bitch and actually try something new. And I listened to him and it was all good. I have his signature on my phone now. And other hobbies other than listening and watching things with my eyes, which basically requires me to just sit there, and I don't count that as a hobby. That would be sad if I did. I used to play violin since year 4 to year 9. I'm in year 10 now. I quit last year. And it was the only thing that I did, but it was too much with everything else going on and I just had to quit. I don't even have a violin, but I know how to play it. Does it count as a hobby if you quit it and you haven't done it since? I don't think so. I bought a guitar. You can't even see it. I never learned how to play it. Wow. I never know. I learned a few chords. I forgot them now. Plus my nails, I actually cut them like yesterday. They were like 3 times the length, and I cut all of these, but I have to play it with this hand, so I don't know why I didn't cut this hand. But then all of my nails would be like this. There's a million excuses not to do it. I'm just like, I'm not gonna play it because no, I'm not lazy. I just don't want to cut my nails. That's totally the reason. So I've decided I'm gonna learn how to play guitar. Check in with me in a year and see if I learn 1 chord of by heart. And if I did, I will count that as an absolute win. And also, I had my Dan and Phil phase about 10 years after everyone else, because everyone told me to watch it and I knew I would like it, but I didn't start watching them until about 3 years after everyone told me to. So I missed the best era. I missed being there. I wasn't there in 2015-16. I started late 2017. So I still got to go on the second tour, but still, I could have been there a long time ago. So my point is, don't be like me. If someone tells you to watch something, do something, try it out, because you might love it. And if you don't try it out and you try it 3 years later than everyone else, then you're gonna miss a lot of stuff and you're gonna regret it, because that's one of my biggest regrets, and I have a lot of regrets. So the fact that one of my regrets is not watching Dan and Phil earlier. I don't know what that shows. Learn from my mistakes. So yeah, the point of this video is I'm boring and I don't have interests, and I need to change that. If anyone has any things for me to do, tell me. I'm gonna try to learn the guitar. This video will force me into it. It's not gonna force me into anything. I'm not. Bye. Subscribe. I'm sure this really convinced you to subscribe. Me talking about how I have no hobbies or interests will really convince you to subscribe to me, because that's something you really want to see. And I've also realised that having no hobbies or interests is bad for YouTube, because I knew I wanted to do YouTube, but then it's like, okay, what do I film? Like, I want to film, but like, what do I film? I don't do anything. I don't have interests. Shit. I should probably figure out what I like and who I am first. That sounded terrible, but I don't like things and I have nothing to do in my spare time. So tell me what to like.